Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for you guys, and you probably have no idea what this one is. So this is literally what happened. I was doing a review or reaction to Nightwish, and somebody just randomly comments, hey, if you like this, you may like this band that's all Asian females that dress like maids and do heavy metal. And I was like, fuck yeah. Sounds exactly like something I want to do. So for this week, if you don't know, we're highlighting a lot of female artists, female bands, so on and so forth. Just no reason, just a reason to show the ladies some love. And I need to feature more females that were on the channel, so I figured we'll make a week out of it. Then this comment comes up and it just fits absolutely perfect. Why not empower women while also seeing heavy metal maids perform on stage? That seems like a win-win. I'm a huge anime fan, so anytime there's like an idol situation that comes up, like, we're here for it 100%. Go ahead, run the gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification. Drop down in the comments, what are some other bands that are just have like interesting gimmicks like this that I may not know about that might, you know, be good for the channel to go and check out either on Wednesday when we do rock and roll or traditionally when we're doing hip hop. I'm ready to hop into this. Let's go. I have no idea what to anticipate other than the fact that it's supposed to be an all Asian made band that's doing fucking metal. Alright, right off the bat, this is not in English, so I do not know what I'm going to do for scoring this lyric-wise. Traditionally what I've done when visiting South African artists who don't speak entirely English on their tracks is I usually just cut the score in half. So I would give this a 7 out of 15 just as a baseline because I don't actually know what's being said. The aesthetic so far is exactly what I would be expecting. Got kind of the techno lights, which is interesting for a rock concert in my opinion. But the overall feel, vibe, and aesthetic is pretty much spot on with as much as you could anticipate wanting to take out of this. That was hot as shit. Alright, so here's why this isn't weird for me at all. I watch so much anime, this is literally just like watching the opening sequence or the end sequence to any anime that I watch. And that's the vibe that it's giving me. It's putting me in that, like, watching the opening sequence to one of my favorite animes. She had awesome just like crowd interactions right there. You can tell that it's clearly a popular band and the venue is fucking dope. The overall aesthetic, again, super fucking dope seeing that, like, and they're not even dressed like I don't know, like, you think metal, I would think they would have like blood and skulls and all that other stuff because I'm an idiot man who doesn't watch metal and that's what I associate it with. But to see that they still kept like their own aesthetic that they wanted to go for, even though it's kind of contrary to the sound that's coming out, like, that's super dope. I like this. So, what? I guess it's because of the light shows. I do feel like it's a little dark in general, like the setting of dark, the stage darkness and shit like that, like the lighting doesn't seem good. But then I remember they have like the whole light show with the lasers that's going on too, so it might be because of that. I like it for what it's worth. Like, I literally, like, I don't know. Anytime that I just hear an Asian language like this, like, I see the animation that's in my head. My only concern is that I'm gonna like this too much, and, like, the lyrics are just like, fuck the United States. Kill straight white men in America. And I'm just like, this is fucking great. Like, let's rock out to this. That's really my only issue, is not knowing what they're saying. I don't want to like it too much. Like, I'm always a little hesitant with when something's in multiple languages or just a foreign language to me. Alright, I didn't want to interrupt all that. I get yelled at for doing that. That was fucking intense. I'll tell you what, if nothing else, this is extremely entertaining to watch. Another thing, so like my only reference for rock reactions that I have on here has been Nightwish so far. So I'm kind of like comparing it in my head. One of the big differences that I'm noticing, aside from language barrier, is that with the Nightwish reactions and watching the Nightwish videos, as you listen to the song from the beginning to the end, it feels like 3 to 4 different songs that they're taking you through with different sounds and different emphasis throughout the song. Whereas with this, with Maid, it's been the same song. You can tell it's been one song from the beginning to end. It's definitely cohesive in that you can tell a distinct difference between this and what I would assume would be like their next song, as opposed to like if you were at a concert for Nightwish and you didn't know the song, it was your first time hearing it, she sounds like she could slip in and out of different songs seamlessly without even noticing, you know what I mean? So that's pretty interesting. Also, they look like they're like their energy is super dope. They look like they're having a good time. You look at the drummer, has the biggest smile on her face I've ever seen. This is overall dope. I don't have one bad thing to say about this. Making the fans do the chorus for them is fucking genius. It's such good interactions. It's such a good feel and energy to it. I like that a lot.
To the
tell you what, not knowing what to expect going into that and then experiencing that, that was pretty dope. I'm glad we covered it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm here for this. Alright, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. Pull up the scorecard, break it down. If you guys are new here, this is the whole point of scorecard. The whole point of scorecard reactions is to break down how we feel at the end of it. And we're not going to use this, actually. We're going to use our music scorecard because that's not hip-hop. Alright. So we are brand new. In order for me to be a fan of you, you have to catch at least 3 on the channel. Right now, they're 1 for 1. I did enjoy it. There's always going to be a slight hesitation when listening to music that you can't fully understand. But with that being aside, what I witnessed was very enjoyable. Target audience for this, I don't think I'm the target audience. It's not in my language. I don't normally listen to rock and roll. Aside from the aesthetic being super appealing to me, there was no real reason for me to listen to that, but I'm glad I did. Proper setting for this watching anime. That's my setting for this. Ghost Rider, nah, didn't get any vibes. So Ghost Riders is just like an ongoing joke with my channel, and it's basically for who do we feel like there was some type of influence derivative of. But I didn't get any vibes from anyone specifically to point out there. Music or instruments. Now, here's an interesting thing, because in my head, like I said, I'm doing the whole Nightwish comparison the entire time. I feel like they're more focused on the instrument side of things, Maid is, as opposed to Nightwish, which is more focused on vocals, in my opinion. So, seeing the 2 different guitars go up and go at it with each other, and seeing how much fun, even when she was on the drums, she was, super into it. I think they did really well. I wouldn't give this probably less than a 22. I would say it was at least a 22 on instruments. And then vocals, probably, a 19, right? So a 19 out of 25 for vocals is basically saying a 20 is as good as we could ever expect, the best we could expect from them. Anything above that is mind shattering. I don't feel like it was mind shattering, and I don't know that that's the best that she could do, because you could tell she had some pipes, but that song seems like it was more organized or orchestrated around the audience interaction, more around the actual energy of the stage with the guitarists going at each other and stuff like that. It didn't seem like a ballad type of song where she got to go and flex vocally. So I would give it a 19. Lyrics and bars, we're just going to give it a 7 out of 15. Call it a 7.5. Cut it in half. Just to be fair, because again, I don't know what she said, what any of the lyrics were. Sound quality, it was live and there was a little bit of distortion, but again, I don't know how I'm going to be judging sound quality for the live shows, because you're not going to get the same thing as you would expect from studio quality. But as far as the live show goes, it did sound good. I don't have anything bad to say about it, so I'll put 15 out of 15 for now. Cohesiveness and atmosphere, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, absolutely. Their ability to control the crowd, having the crowd in with them, the actual, the way that they orchestrated the band members going and interacting with each other, even their clothes, how the main lyrics, the main singer had, the black on, while the guitarist had the more traditional Maid outfits on. Everything about it was very cohesive. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Enjoyability. I would put... this is hard. I don't know. I guess I give it an 8. It's super enjoyable under specific circumstances. I do think the circumstances for me to listen to this and to enjoy this are definitely going to be more so I know what they're saying, or that circumstances is that it's attached to something else that I'm doing. So if I'm watching an anime and this is the music that's going on, that makes sense to me. Or if I'm playing a video game, this is on as background music. That makes more sense to me, because I can't... for me, this isn't dark room music. I can't put headphones on and really get into it because I don't know what they're saying necessarily. You know what I mean? So it does hit a little bit differently. I would give it an 8 out of 10. So 81.5 is my score. 81.5 out of 100. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop down in the comments below. Let me know. As always, I appreciate y'all coming, hanging out with me. I love y'all, and I will catch y'all on the next one.